Benny the sheep loved his sunny meadow. It was his favorite place in the whole wide world. The meadow was always filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers and the gentle hum of buzzing bees. He nibbled on sweet grass, savoring every bite. The grass was always fresh and delicious, making every meal a delightful experience, and watched fluffy clouds drift by. Each cloud seemed to tell a different story, forming shapes of castles, dragons, and sometimes even other sheep. One day he heard something interesting. His ears perked up and he stopped nibbling to listen more closely. Two little birds were chirping on a fence post. Their voices were lively and full of excitement. They were talking about a secret. Benny inched closer, trying to hear every word. "Have you heard about the rainbow waterfall?" chirped the first bird. Its voice was filled with wonder and curiosity. "It's hidden in the green forest," the second bird added, its eyes sparkling with excitement. "They say the water sparkles with all the colors of the rainbow," chirped the second bird. Benny's heart raced with excitement. Benny's big eyes widened. A rainbow waterfall? That sounded amazing. He could hardly believe his ears. He had to see it for himself. With a determined look, Benny decided to embark on an adventure to find the magical rainbow waterfall. Benny hurried home. He knew just what to do. He found his little blue bag. It was his favorite bag. Benny packed carefully for his adventure. He put in a juicy apple and added a handful of sweet berries. He couldn't forget his lucky red glasses. Benny put his bag on, waved goodbye to his meadow, and set off cheerfully towards the green forest. The green forest was big and mysterious. Sunbeams danced between the trees, and colorful flowers dotted the forest floor. Benny followed a winding path, humming a happy tune as he walked. He walked past giant ferns and saw mushrooms taller than himself. Everything was so new and exciting. Benny couldn't wait to see what he would find next. Benny wasn't alone in the green forest. As he wandered through the lush greenery, he felt a sense of excitement and curiosity. The forest was alive with the sounds of chirping birds and rustling leaves. He met all sorts of interesting creatures. Each one had its own unique charm and story to tell. Benny felt like he was in a magical world where anything was possible. First, he met a little squirrel. The squirrel had bright, twinkling eyes and a bushy tail that flicked with every movement. The squirrel was a fantastic dancer. He performed the most amazing tricks, leaping from branch to branch with grace and agility. He twirled and leapt through the trees. Benny watched in awe, his eyes wide with wonder at the squirrel's acrobatics. Benny clapped along to his happy dance. He couldn't help but join in the fun, cheering and laughing as the squirrel continued his performance. Then Benny met a wise old turtle. The turtle had a calm demeanor and moved with a slow, deliberate pace. The turtle was very slow, but he knew all the forest paths. He had lived in the forest for many years and had seen many things. He pointed Benny in the right direction. With the turtle's guidance, Benny felt confident and safe as he continued his journey. Finally, Benny met a family of rabbits. They were a lively bunch, hopping around and playing in the grass. They were having a picnic in a sunny glade. The glade was filled with the scent of fresh flowers and the warmth of the sun. They shared their carrot sticks with Benny. Everyone was so friendly. Benny felt a sense of belonging and joy as he sat with his new friends, enjoying the simple pleasures of the forest. The forest path became steep, and Benny could feel the strain in his legs as he climbed higher and higher. The air was thick with the scent of pine and earth, and the sounds of chirping birds filled the air. Benny had to climb over rocks that were slick with moss. Each step was a challenge, but he was determined to reach his destination. He could hear the distant roar of the waterfall urging him on. He even crossed a rushing stream, carefully stepping on the stones to avoid slipping. The water was cold and clear, and he could see small fish darting around his feet. It was tiring, but Benny didn't give up. His heart pounded in his chest and his breath came in short gasps, but he kept moving forward. He knew that the reward at the end of his journey would be worth it. He knew the rainbow waterfall was close. Then he saw it. The sight took his breath away. The waterfall was even more magnificent than he had imagined, with water cascading down from a great height. The waterfall cascaded down from a high cliff, creating a mist that filled the air. The sunlight caught the droplets, creating a dazzling display of colors. The water shimmered with all the colors of the rainbow. Reds, blues, greens and purples danced in the mist, creating a magical scene that seemed almost unreal. It was even more beautiful than Benny imagined. He stood there mesmerized by the sight, feeling a sense of awe and wonder. The journey had been tough, but this moment made it all worthwhile. He took a sip of the sparkling water. It was cool and refreshing, and he felt a surge of energy as he drank. The water tasted pure and clean, like it had been filtered through the very heart of the earth. It tasted like sunshine and happiness. Benny smiled, feeling a deep sense of contentment. He had made it to the Rainbow Waterfall, and it was everything he had hoped for and more. Benny was very tired after his adventure. His muscles ached, and he felt a pleasant exhaustion settling over him. He found a soft patch of grass and sat down, letting the sound of the waterfall soothe him. He lay down near the waterfall, feeling the cool mist on his face. The ground was soft and inviting, and he felt his body relax completely. He closed his eyes and fell into a peaceful sleep. The sound of the waterfall was like a lullaby, and he dreamed of rainbows and adventures. The Rainbow Waterfall whispered a lullaby as he dreamed. The colors of the waterfall seemed to dance in his dreams, filling his mind with images of beauty and wonder.